I gotta stay on my hustle, you know that I'm grinding for sure. I came up right from the bottom, now they see me chasing my goals. Now they see me on the go, yeah. Now they see me on the road. It's time to hustle, yeah, it's time to grow. I'ma shoot for the stars and we aim for the gold. It's time to hustle, yeah, it's time to grow.
What's up? Welcome back to the latest at 138, where we get you guys up to speed with everything that's happening in and around 138, which has been pretty busy lately, Los?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think it's actually gotten busier since you've jumped on too. So
yeah,
that's probably just a natural progression, though. Eh?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking to myself like a week ago, I was like, "Fuck, how did this cat do this all on his own?"
I think you get so caught up in it that like you don't realize how much you're doing. That's what I meant, bro. Like when I actually got you on, like fuck, I actually just finally realized like how burnt out I was getting.
Yeah,
It was just like working stupid hours. Like, there was probably like, have you heard about like when you're working like smarter not harder, right? Like,
yeah,
I reckon I was so bad at, and I still am, got to get better at it. Working like long hours, and rather than just like giving yourself set hours, that's probably half the reason why we got this office. Give yourself those hours because you can actually power everything out in that time rather than dragging it out.
Yeah, and distractions and shit don't help as well. I find myself like going to my phone and scrolling aimlessly like every 20 minutes. It
doesn't help that we run everything on social media too. So like our business is built off the back of social media. So like we on it all the time for work. So it's just it's a tricky.
Trying to draw that line in the sand, but yeah, the boys have been pretty flat lately. It's going to be a busy summer, but we're looking forward to it. We've got a new sponsor of the podcast. They've sponsored the Hustlers podcast before, but first time in the latest, and they will be the new sponsor going forward. Ārepa, Los, want to talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, bro. Ārepa is like pretty much a brain drink is what they call it. It's supposed to help with mental fatigue and cognitive performance. So that sounds pretty brainy, but what it really is it's a smart drink that helps you perform better, your brain perform better under fatigue and stress and pressure. So that could be by the way, it's caffeine free and it's a fully natural health drink. So you could be going into a night of study that you need you're casually, or you're usually going for the V or something with a bit of caffeine in it, a coffee for a late night, and you got hours of study, or you've got to go into a game, you're about to play a game of footy, and you need to be on when your head goes off. This drink scientifically proven to help that. Word on the street is that All Blacks are using it too. So use the code Hustlers20 online. Click the link in the description. You get 20% off a box. Try it yourself. Guarantee you that you'll never turn back.
How many in a box?
You can get different size boxes. So you can get 3, 6, or 12, I think. And there's 2 options. So you can get the full one that has all the black currants in it, which tastes like a really strong, healthy Ribena. I like to go for the light sparkling one, which is a little bit less black currants and it's sparkling. Same amount of stuff in it as the other drink, but yeah, I just like that. I like that sparkling option.
Scientifically proven, you can't beat it. If that was around when I was playing footy, I would have started smacking them, and I might still be playing footy.
So we're waiting for the fridge to turn up. It's going to be going in our little podcast studio in the office. By the way, I'm in the office right now, just testing it out with a couple potties. We move in next week, but the actual podcast studio is going to go on that wall back there, and we're going to have a little fridge in the middle. We're going to fill it up with Ārepas. We don't have any today because we couldn't get them in time, but we will next week. So pumped for it, bro. Can
you go and buy them at like a dairy or something? Because I wanted to go and buy one and start smacking one during the potty, but I haven't been able to find one.
Yeah, so they're only in specific supermarkets and stuff. But bear in mind, bro, they're very new. So I mean, they're making waves very quickly as a brand. There's some very, very big names. I don't know if I'm allowed to say them, but there's some very big names overseas in America and stuff that are wanting to jump on board. And I'm talking very big names. So there's backing behind this, and I think it's going to take off, bro. I think you're going to find it. Their goal is to have it everywhere accessible.
Yeah, how good, bro. Imagine Ārepa and a bit of vodka. Yeah, thank you to Ārepa for sponsoring the latest moving forward as well.
My guys, my guys.
Lost you touched on a little bit about new office, new office, and the space that you're in at the moment. We'll get to that, but before we do, let's talk about the White Hustlers tea restock that we've got dropping in 10 days. How excited are we for that? I think they're gonna pop, bro.
Yeah, bro. So those when the logo tees sold out first, that very first drop, like something stupid like 19 minutes or whatever. The Hustlers tees, the White Hustlers tees were the next to go. And so I'm pretty confident that well, there are a lot of people asking for them, hence the reason we made them again. But yeah, next Friday, bro. I think it's the 12th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think they're gonna go out the door. I think everyone's chasing that white tee look for summer. Like white tee, I feel like white tees over summer like are a lot more aesthetic, like for the gram. Like especially if it's sunny and stuff. Like white and blue go together a little bit more, or white and green. Not really like black and stuff. Black definitely like with the black logo tee, like when you're on the piss and like sunsets and stuff like that. Like it kind of gets them tonight. But during the day when you're going out for a coffee or you're smacking back some eggs Benny or whatever down at the local, like you can't go past like a nice fitting white tee. And I don't know, I feel like people are going to jump towards them because they haven't been restocked in a while. Plus we're heading into like the heart of summer soon. So people are in that phase where they've been restocking clothes and shit. Like I've been online shopping of doom, bro. Like my bank account's fucking dry. So I reckon they're gonna go pretty good, G. So we've got sizes small all the way to 3XL as well. So get in, baby.
You know what else has changed since then, bro? Is the Hustlers podcast. So this was actually like semi named off that. So we didn't have the Hustlers podcast when we brought out the Hustlers tees. And then I liked the idea of having Hustlers as the name for our podcast moving forward. And then I just ended up using the same logo as well as our Hustlers logo. So
yeah, I reckon it's a mean logo. It'd be mean,
almost merch.
Yeah, bro. It'd be mean if you could have like a neon sign Hustlers, like during your Hustlers podcast behind you or something. I reckon that'd be sick.
Yeah, that's the go. That's the goal for in here. So we've got the 1381 getting made at the moment, which is going to go on the wall behind the computer that you can't see. It's going to be up on there. I'm going to walk in that door every day. Boom, light on. That's just going to be like the thing that lights up the room, and it's going to remind me every day that's what we're here for. And then on that wall with the podcast studio, we're going to have the Hustlers neon sign made, and we're going to have a CRM neon sign made too, for yourself and your podcast. And then we're just going to switch them in every time, depending on who's doing the potty.
Yeah, grouse. Will it have like the flames and shit around it as well?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, it depends on what they can make, but I'm pretty sure they can. Like it seems like they're pretty onto it. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'll keep the comms up.
Yeah, right. I feel like if you have something cool like the Hustlers logo, you chuck it on a tee or a hoodie or a sticker or a neon sign, I think they're all gonna pop. Like I've just imagined, bro. Imagine having like a Hustlers logo on like an A-frame snapback or strapback.
Yeah,
yeah. Sick, G. All right, moving on. 100%. You touched on it earlier. New office. You're in it at the moment. It's not fully set up. We've still been out like furniture shopping and stuff, hunting for a bit of kit as well. What's the plan with it? How did the process come about? Signed the lease last week sometime?
Yeah. So signed it last week. We're supposed to move in actually on Monday yesterday, but they pushed it back a week just before we signed it, just because the people that are currently in here needed an extra week to move their stuff out. But yeah, we're taking it over next Monday. Yeah, I'm pumped, bro. So pretty much everything that's in here is not going to be in here soon. Bar a desk. I think we're going to keep one desk, and that's going to be my desk. But we finalized the like the couch yesterday. I think we've got the coffee table too. We've got the 2 podcast chairs. We've got the rug. Want to get your take on what you reckon about actually getting a rug for under the like the podcast studio set. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I reckon that'd be vibey, yeah. I reckon that'd be vibey. Would it kind of be in front of the chairs and the coffee table with the roadcaster, or would it be?
I reckon we'd be sitting on it. So,
like
it would be kind of like we'd be sitting on the back of it, and then it would go in front of us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, right. Nah, I like that. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I do like that, bro. I reckon it needs to be vibey though, like especially if it's going to be in the frame. Because I mentioned to you earlier in the week, and I'll mention it now, is the fact that when you and I are doing podcasts together face to face to the camera, and you and I are sitting next to each other, it'd be good to have like our whole body. It'd be good to have like so like people could see our shoes.
Yeah.
You know, like what shoes we wear, what fucking socks we're wearing. I don't know, like if they have, if we start recording the latest, for example, and the boys rock up, we dap each other up, and then like we're wearing cool kit and shit, and then we start talking about like mental health and how important it is for brown brothers. Someone's gonna listen or watch that and be like, "Fuck!" So I can wear cool clothes and not act like the man, but still talk like and be vulnerable. Like we paint that picture as well. Like, that's the narrative we try and promote as well. So I think that like full body shots and also having a vibey rug would be pretty grouse too.
Yeah, 100%. And like a lot of that stuff that you just said, like showing your whole body, showing what the boys are rocking, and that subconsciously it does a lot of stuff too. Like some people might not even think like, oh, I can wear cool clothes and be like that. They just instantly think it. Like they think, oh, these guys are pretty cool. Oh, they're talking about this sort of shit. It's subconsciously all these things are gonna make sense. And I 100% like I've talked to you about this before, bro. But there's certain things that you're bringing to the table that helped me a lot, G. So like it's like a fresh brain. It's like fresh ideas, and it's things that you go, oh shit, I wouldn't have thought of that, and it's stuff like that that's going to be mean moving forward, G. I rate it.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know about you, but when I was growing up and I saw like boys wearing cool shit, like bro, you remember those black Windsor Smith shoes, the canvas ones? Can you remember those ones? Oh, it's in your
Not like boat shoes.
Oh, kind of boat shoes, like you'd wear them with your school uniform.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, I probably would, but
Yeah, bro, I remember like even like that's an example, but I remember growing up and seeing like older boys wear cool stuff, and like I felt like they were trying to act cool as well, just because they were wearing cool clothes. But if we can paint that picture of wearing cool clothes and just being ourselves, talking shit, talking about vulnerable shit, like I think that's going to be really beneficial for a lot of people. So I think
we're a clothing company, bro. We're a clothing business, so showing that we have that taste, showing that what the boys are rocking, like that's going to be important for our branding as well.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
As a business,
I agree, because fashion, like clothes, hats, shoes, socks, fucking music, food, podcasting, sharing stories, is all about culture, bro. And if you think about 138 community and culture, that's what we're trying to build. I just think there's so many pros to having a vibey couch and vibey rug, but just like that full aesthetic around like watching the boys do a potty. But like you said, you squared away like a rug, some podcast chairs, armchairs, and a couch and stuff too. If the boys want to kick back and have a few beers after Mahi.
Oh, bro, I just when you said that, I was like, looked at the TikTok, because we just switched our TikTok up to a 138 TikTok, so we've got 138 TikTok now. So go give us a follow, because we're gonna start jamming that. But the description is a brand, a culture, a lifestyle, and like that's pretty much us in a nutshell, bro.
100%. Because when you think of 138, you think of Mount, so summer, beach, vibey clothes, on the piss, coffees in the morning, sunsets. Like, fuck, come on, man, that's the lifestyle. Bro, so.
And it's different to Tauranga, which is what a lot of people don't realize as well. But like we are a separate place to Tauranga, even though we're technically under Tauranga, I guess. It's just funny because like I remember when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, I'm from Mount Maunganui or whatever, and be like, oh, where's that? And be like, oh, kind of by Tauranga, and they're like, oh yeah, I know Tauranga. Or now it's like, oh, I'm from Mount Maunganui. Oh yeah, you're down in Tauranga. That's like, yeah, I'm always like, no, I can't. I'm from Mount Maunganui. like it's like two different places, but it's because even like Ayla grew up on the other side of the bridge in Tauranga, and the way she says it's like because she works in the Mount now, which she used to work in a daycare in Tauranga, and now she works in the Mount, and she just realizes the difference in culture and stuff. She's like, oh, so mounty, everything just seems so laid back. The owner is just like real chill, and they just like kind of the way they live is just real mounty lifestyle.
Yeah. Where do you live? Guzzy? Oh, so Napier. You fucking sweetie. All right, moving on. As I said earlier in the podcast, the boys have been pretty flat. sussing a few things, finalizing a lot more things for the summer collection release party. We've got a handful of tickets left. A lot of things have been finalized. I've just squared away lanyards and ID cards this morning. Lost, what's the update? Also finalized the red carpet as well, so that's all booked away. Looking forward to going and picking that up.
Yeah, so we got 100 tickets because we don't know what the fuck Auntie Cindy's going to be up to. So I think the limit for the actual building is 120, but we're running 100 just to be safe. Gets closer to the time and somehow it opens up, then we'll open up maybe a few more tickets.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
But yeah, at the moment we've got 100 and we've sold about 90. So 90 are gone. There's about 10 left. So if you want to come and party with us, come party with us. But we've had different conversations. So I've talked to the owner of the place himself, Cleaver & Co., where we're having it. And I just had a sort of a friendly conversation around potentially, I guess, offering us some sort of deal around certain things in terms of the marketing we're going to be doing for them that night. Because we're going to be pushing their place quite a lot that night. And like we got that 10-minute vlog that Timo's making. We've got the 5-minute video that Geordie's making that we're going to be showing on the night. Obviously, we're bringing 100 people there on the night. And the photographer's going to be taking all the photos throughout the night. There's going to be hissing photos of everyone and of the venue. They're getting all of this.
Yeah.
Plus, we're going to be spending a shitload of money with them that night. Yeah. And so I just sort of worked a way to, I guess, how can we help each other in a way? Because I feel like I'm going to be helping them a lot. So it'd be cool to get a little bit of something in return. Another thing they sort of brought up, which I didn't even realize, but makes sense, is that we can't actually hire our own bouncer. You remember we were talking about getting a bouncer?
Yeah.
Which we're going to have because that's key. We can't be having everyone just turning up and rocking in. But yeah, we have to hire the security like through them. So I was just going to throw one of the big Dongan boys, bro, $100 or something, and just sit on the door for the night. But they need to be fucking, what do you call it, accredited and comes through the company that they work through and all that sort of shit.
Yeah. Bro, plus you're going to have people on Instagram stories like saying, "Oh, we're at Cleaver & Co." It's going to be a vibey spot, so people are going to think, "Where the fuck is that?" And 100%. also big picture for them. Like, there's Cleaver & Co.'s everywhere. I think pretty sure there's one in Christchurch. There's one just around the corner here at Sylvia Park in Auckland. Yeah, like they're is it like chain bar, like restaurant brand bar, whatever.
As far as I know, I think it's privately owned. Each one's privately owned, as far as I know. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to that. The way the vaccination rates are going and this whole thing about the borders reopening and stuff. Because obviously there's quite a few people up in Auckland who are wanting to get down to the party as well.
Yeah.
I had a few people message me and they're like, fuck, these borders better open, bro. I'm ready to smack some golf balls on the 18th. Like before, you know, that 500 club thing.
Oh yes, bro. Yes.
Yeah. So we're doing a 500 club golf tournament in the morning of the 18th. So if you're a 500 club member, and you haven't chucked your name in the hat, there's going to be a pretty cool morning. You're going to have golf carts, tunes, and a few competitions and prizes and stuff as well. Maybe a bit of merch, a few gift cards and whatnot as well. So let us know if you're keen on that if you haven't already. All good?
Yep.
Moving on, there was a bit of controversy about a week and a half about the American rugby player when the ABs put triple figures on the Eagles. Some dude was smiling, or it looked like he was laughing at the boys doing the haka. What's your take on it?
I commented on it, bro, because it pissed me off. I saw the post on Facebook somewhere, and like Piers Francis, the dude that does the what do you call that? The judge for like X Factor or whatever it is in England, was like retweeted it and was like Americans laughing at the haka result 104-14 or something like that. They get smacked 104-14, and I was just like commented on it, and I was like, bro, like, to me it looks like they're just like living it up, like they're having the time of their life. Like, growing up, they probably think that the All Blacks are like the pinnacle of their sport because they're in America America's not massive for rugby, they would think, you know, the All Blacks, the All Blacks, the All Blacks. And he's getting to play the actual fucking All Blacks in real life, and he's facing the haka that he would have seen a million times online.
Yeah.
But the man's just happy, and it's the time of his life. And I was like, are you not allowed to smile these days? Like, it's just bullshit. Like, I see where people are coming from in the way that it could be disrespectful and all that sort of stuff. But to me, bro, I just saw a young bloke having the time of his life, actually experiencing facing the haka, and I thought he was having a good time.
What's excited, eh?
Bro, he would have been stoked, and he would have been packing down every scrum like, hey, bro. Like, they would have been stoked, man. Imagine. It's like, bro, it's like the, you know, say like one of the smallest football teams going and playing like England and like playing against like all those top players, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you'd be stoked. Like, that's the way I saw it anyway.
Yeah, I agree. When you looked at it, it looked like he was smiling. It didn't look like he was laughing. Like, there's a difference. Like, if you're laughing, I don't know, to me, if you're laughing, you're kind of like trying to rub away the smirk and you're like looking down, like, you know what I mean? Almost as if like you and your mate are in primary school and you made a little joke and it's meant to be quiet or whatever. Like, I don't think there was any of that, but I agree with you, man. I think he was just in the moment. He was enjoying the moment. But at the end of the day, like, that social media and stuff for you, like, they'll paint a picture for you to try and grab at, really. We don't really know. We can only assume that he was in the moment and enjoying himself. We don't know his side of the story as well. So, you know, someone might talk to him and think, and he thought, I thought what they were doing was funny. Like we just never know, you know. So, that's
I think all the comments backed them up, G. Like, all the comments were like saying like, oh, bro, like someone's like, I'm Māori, you can react to the haka in any way you want. You're not just gonna stand there while someone's telling you they're gonna kill you, and just go, yep, like sweet, like you're gonna face, and he's like, well, look to me like he's just enjoying himself. Do you know the dude that plays for the Blues, and I think he played for Southland? I can't remember his name. It's like Tony Lamborn or Thomas Lamborn, or something like that.
Yeah, Tony Lamborn.
Tony Lamborn, bro, he commented on it and was like, I played with whoever the guy was in the photo, the American dude. He's like, I played with him in the States. He loves the All Blacks. He's like, you know, he loves the culture. He would have just been living it up with the haka. And it's the experience of a lifetime. And he was like, those who haven't played at a top level and faced the haka, you'll never know.
He's right, bro. He's 100% right.
Yeah, bro, 100%. Bro, so savage, G.
He's a proper G, bro. I was watching one of his interviews. Southam played Wellington, I think, and they just got pipped at the end. And I was watching I caught the last 10 minutes of it, and he's captain for Southland, so he was doing the inter-match interview and stuff. And he was plugging all of his boys, bro. Like, they put up a good contest against Wellington and stuff. And he was getting interviewed and stuff, and he was like, so obviously we're underdogs or whatever. I think that's what he said, and he goes, but there's a lot of boys in here that deserve Super Rugby contracts. So if any of you guys need players, come and look at the Southland Stags. Like, plugging all of his boys on like national TV. I'm like,
that's gone.
You're a good. Where was that for me?
That's mean, dude. Yeah. Like, I'm starting to think like, what?
Yeah, I want Tony Lamborn as one kid. No, I had some main captains during my Mitre 10 stint. So, Bodie's 100th on the weekend. How good were those silver boots, bro?
Gun. Yeah. Bro, you don't even look at it as like, growing up, you think like, oh yeah, 100 caps, like that's mean and stuff. But you don't actually realize, bro, holy shit, that is a lot of games to play at international top level, G. 100 games.
Yeah.
That's massive, bro.
It is massive, bro. I think in like the last couple of seasons for the All Blacks, like Bodie's kind of hasn't been at his peak performance. Like, I think he's peaked at international rugby. Like, he was IRB Player of the World 2 years in a row, 2015, 2016. But obviously Richie Mo'unga is like one of the best 10s in the world right now, and he's in better form in Super Rugby and all of that stuff. But if you think about it, Bodie's legacy as an All Black, if you think about those few years that Bodie played, like, he's a world-class player. Like, we haven't seen Richie do that respectfully yet. I think we will see it.
Yeah.
But, like, I think Bodie, although he hasn't been in, like, his best form recently, he's still one of the best players in the world, bro. And, like, he's won 2 World Cups. He's IRB Player of the World 2 years running. Like, you can't take away what he's done in the black jersey. Like, it's a proper legacy. There's only 11 Centurions for the All Blacks, bro, and he's one of them. Like,
Yeah. And how many in the last 2 years, bro? Like,
Yeah,
there was only like in 7 or 8 not that long ago.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, even dudes that are notching up games real quick, I just like even like like 50 games for NPC is a lot of games. And like Billy Karoi, who's our age, we played schools with, bro. He just played his 50th game for NPC, and like we're like fucking what was it, 5th year out of school now or something,
Yeah.
bro? So like he's played like every game since we've left school. So congrats, Billy, you ball bag on 50 games.
Or even that, like
Oh
Brad
man.
Slater, I think he's played like close to 30 something Super Rugby games for the Chiefs over like 2 or 3 seasons. Like,
See,
bro, that's a lot of footy,
that's
man. And like he's
that's
our
wild,
age.
too.
Like Rico's
Yeah.
24, 25, and he'll be close to 40 All Blacks games. And he would have started majority of them as well. Like that's
He's
freaking.
not even he's
3,
24. He's
4?
24.
Yeah.
24.
Fucking
1 year older than us, G.
illegal, bro.
2 years older at school, but 1 year older, um, 1 year older than us by age.
Cheat code on legs, G.
That's bullshit, G.
All right, that is the latest for this week. We touched on quite a bit there. Some recollection release party, White Hustlers Tea Restock, new office, which we'll chuck a bit of content around in the coming weeks when we move back in, and also a bit of footy to tie it up at the back end of things. So, sponsored by Ārepa. Also, jump onto the website and use code the latest. That's the latest, no spaces, all capitals, for 20% off the black track shorts. In 10 days, you've got the white logo. White Hustlers Tea Restock as well. Loss, any last words?
Just around, I'm just trying to think, bro, how we're gonna sort out you getting down here, in terms of, because I didn't really listen to the announcement yesterday with the step 2 or whatever. That what does that mean?
Uh,
Respectfully,
I'm not too sure. I think the next step for us is that like we can go shopping again, like retail stores open and shit. So,
any
right,
any update on like into travel, into
bro,
region?
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the whole country has got to be 90% vaxxed for people to travel into region. I don't know. Uh,
Double vaxxed?
I think I think double vax, but bro, we've still got like 6 weeks, G. Like that's a long time. Um, but yeah,
But even just like to get you in here, like, because we talked about, you do your copper, your main gig, and you're like 6 days on, 4 days off or whatever. So like even to get you down here for 4 days before that, like just to get
yeah.
some mahi done, like I,
Mm.
it's just like the sooner the better. To be able to, like, you're helping me organize this office space, and like you can't even like be in this office space yet, which is fucking crazy. I can't believe that where the world has come to the fact that you're like 3 hours away in Auckland and you're not legally allowed to come and see the office. Like, fuck me.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's just
What are we learning?
it's so weird, man. Like, oh, bro, and I'll touch on it as well. Like, my partner and I were like talking about like the future, not like our future, but like what life looks like in like 15, 20 years. And
Yeah.
I kind of had this random thought, like it's just like a spontaneous one, is that man, this world is so fucked up, like,
Oh, bro.
and it's getting that way like fast, bro. Like it's getting fucked up
Yeah.
fast, and like man, what I want, like in 10, 15 years, what I want my kids to be growing up in a world that's so messed up, like we think
No,
about how messed up the world is now. In 15 years, bro, we're gonna be I don't know,
yeah, I know.
flying hovercrafts and fucking can't even converse with people. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Just
I
everything
had a
is
random.
just so weird, and it feels like normal now, which is weird, even weirder. Like the fact that, I think I was walking around Bayfair the other day, the mall here, and I was just like looking around, and I didn't even think about it for so long. And then I was just like, whoa, everyone's just wearing masks. And I was just like, it's so fucked, bro. Like, everyone's wearing masks. If you forget a mask, you can't walk into a store. Like, you're not allowed to walk into a store without something on your face. And like my son, it was born in COVID. Rome was born in COVID. So he hasn't seen anything else, bro. So he's growing up thinking that these people walking around with masks is normal. He's never seen anything else. He's never seen people walk around the malls with nothing on their face. We smile at him with our masks on our face. He's so used to us wearing masks. He's like smiles back because he knows we're smiling, because he just sees our facial expression up here, because he knows what it's like to be smiling behind a mask. Like, it's just so fucked
That's
up,
crazy.
bro. I hope things get better. I hope that this vax stuff is the end of all this bullshit. I'm keen to get back to normality, bro. I'm keen to travel. I'm keen to get the boys on a 2-month working stint in Bali, document the whole thing, vlog. Fuck, it'll be wicked. Hire out a villa for like 2 months, bro, and just go over and just work for 2 months and just vlog it, G. Like, fuck, I'll be wicked, bro. Because like the possibilities are endless if all this shit can set itself up. Like,
that's it, man. I don't know about you, but one of my biggest learnings throughout COVID is like, it's made me realize what's really important and what actually matters. Like, it culls out so many things that don't actually matter to you, and that's going to be different to you, to me. But that's what it's done for me, bro. That's probably one of my biggest learnings. And like, I don't even know the last time I saw you, bro. Like, it would have been like March, maybe, like when I was in the Mount. Maybe even
maybe. Nah, we caught up once. We caught up once for like an hour for Hustlers.
At Cleveland Co, baby.
No. Since then, we caught up once for Hustlers. We did the podcast in Auckland.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but that was a minute ago, G.
Seen you for an hour, G, and that would have been in like June, maybe July.
Yeah, like it's just not normal for best mates to see each other periodically, like twice a year. Like, especially
if you're not living that far away. Like, it feels like we're in different countries, bro, which is wild. But
I forget what the beach looks like sometimes, bro. I haven't seen my family. I haven't seen my family in like 6 months, probably. And like going into like the festive season, obviously you want to spend time, you want to spend Christmas, New Year's with family and friends and stuff. Like, I don't even know if I can go home and see my family. And like, I'm just one example, bro. There's so many people in that predicament. And obviously that's a little bit of a hard subject because this will be like the first Christmas and stuff that people don't have with certain loved ones and stuff. So like but I'm just making like an example of kind of what kind of impact it's having on people as well. So, I don't know, man. Trying times.
Have you talked to anyone around the border exemption stuff yet?
Nah, not yet, bro. I need to get onto that actually, but
we need to, bro, because like if we have to go through that, I have no idea. So I don't even know where to start with that. But like reality is for this, I need you on the night. So like you need to be here for work. So I mean that's a pretty silly thing to come down for work, but like it's work, and I can't run a 100 people event by myself. So we need to get onto that, bro.
Yeah, 100.
Just in case.
Yeah. Anyway, on a positive note, that is the latest for this week, sponsored by Ārepa. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you guys next week.
Later.
I'm about to blow. I gotta stay on my hustle, you know that I'm grinding for sure. I came up right from the bottom, now they see me chasing my goals. Now they see me on the go, now they see me on the road. It's time to hustle, yeah, it's time to grow. I'ma shoot for the stars and we aim for the gold. It's time to hustle, yeah, it's time to grow. It's time to hustle, yeah, it's time to grow.